Despite winning just one game in October, 10 games into the season, I've got Nottingham Forest into 5th place in the Premier League. In those 10 games, Callum Hudson-Odoi is our star man, with 5 goals and 4 assists in all competitions so far. Summer signing Mohamed Ali Cho is right behind him with 4 goals and 2 assists. And it took just 3 minutes for the two of them to combine against Leeds United. Hudson-Odoi's ball over the top reached Cho, who found the back of the net. The lead may have only lasted 6 minutes, as Noah Okafor beat our defenders for pace and finished under Matt Sells, but we took back control of the game in the second half. Morgan Gibbs-White used close control to get past the defender and slot his effort past the keeper, before Igor Jesus was the quickest to react to Ola Aina's low cross in the 6-yard area, earning us a 3-1 win. However, there might be a mutiny on our hands. 4th choice striker, Callum Mwendo, asked to go out on loan, and I genuinely misclicked decline conversation rather than just tell him yes, that's fine. And now 4 players have come to me very upset by the situation. But it's only 4 players, right? So surely the rest of the team have my back. And that's exactly what I told the 4 players. But Sangare decided to clap back. So the only thing I can do now is double down. I decided to escalate the situation and warn the 4 players that there will be consequences. I don't really know what those consequences are right now, especially because we can't drop Matt Sells, he's the best goalkeeper at the club, but they should be worried. Our good run might come to an end against top of the table Liverpool though. They've been very, very good to start the season off, and I'm not quite sure this team can beat them. We have struggled when we've come up against the quote-unquote stronger opposition. The 5-0 loss to Newcastle is certainly one of those examples, but an early cross into the middle, cleared by Van Dijk only as far as Nico Williams on that far side. Can he put in another low cross? He does, and it's pushed clear. We're knocking on the door here early on at Anfield. Liverpool corner, and McAllister swings this one in low to the near post, headed goalwards and cleared off the line by Gibbs-White. That was too close for comfort. We need to make sure we keep this game as long as possible at 0-0. And we've been let off a couple of times here in the last 30 seconds. Yeah, Liverpool are slowly starting to flex their muscles now as they look more dominant in this game and just have more time and space on the ball to do what they want. Kirkes maybe should have ran forward that a little bit further on. Instead, it comes out to Salah on this near side for a poor clearance, and Salah goes down. I do think that was a penalty. I have no complaints if this goes down as a penalty. Up steps Salah then. One arm in the air as if he's signalling to take a corner or something. Come on, Matt Sells. Oh, he almost got down there. It was so close. So Matt Sells gets down to his left. Just not quick enough. Right, let's see what we can do here as Mohamed Ali Cho's just put through Morgan Gibbs-White. It's a one-on-one opportunity here. Thankfully, he has scored. Apparently assists himself there as well, interestingly enough. My word, he had so much time and space. The fact he's not been able to get it past the keeper there, first of all, is rather frustrating, but I'm glad he'll be able to get his own rebound and put that in the back of the net. I mean, we're hanging in there right now, and if we could maybe just sneak something at the very end of this first half, then we just have to kind of sit back in the second half and just wait for the full-time whistle to come, as Callum Hudson-Odoi now gets on the end of a cross. We've turned the game around. Arguably, against the run of play, we are in front here. 40 seconds to go before the half-time whistle is blown, and Dan N'Doye has just found Mohamed Ali. Oh, he's found Ola Aina. Wow, incredible vision. Huge vision there from Dan N'Doye. Ola Aina into the middle. Callum Hudson-Odoi, the boy, is absolutely on fire. But I tell you what, it's actually very even at half time, and you could argue that maybe we've done a bit of a smash and grab here so far. Right, no silly behaviour here in the second half, but I am concerned that less than 90 seconds in, we've got a highlight, although it is looking like it's going in our favour right now as Gibbs-White finds Jeremy Frimpong's interception. Now Frimpong sprinting through the middle of the pitch, just knocking that wide to Salah, who puts a great ball over to this near side. It does reach Cody Gakpo, and Ekitike has somehow not hit the target there. Honestly, I'm not sure how long we can sustain this, but if we go more defensive now, we're just inviting so much pressure onto us. N'Doye finds Gibbs-White. Forward but intercepted again. It's frustrating to see. as Florian Wirtz now manages to somehow get it away from about 3 of our defenders there, and Hugo Ekitike just steps past his man, finds Wirtz in front of him, puts a great ball over towards Salah, who touched it down beautifully, and Sells makes another big save. Gravenberch now on the edge of the area. Liverpool still pushing for a goal to bring them back into this game a little bit, as Gravenberch now plays it over to McAllister, touched it inside, but Elliot Anderson with a great interception, and we've dealt with it. Maybe we could get on the counter here, as Mohamed Ali Cho is beating everyone for pace here in the Liverpool back line. He's in the area, just put a low cross in. He doesn't need to put a low cross in. It's 4-1. There's clearly not a mutiny on our hands, because the rest of the players have stepped up, and they just want to score for me. What? Right, I've just pressed skip on the highlight there to, skip the very end of our fourth goal, and then all of a sudden, it just shows Salah shooting. A ball's been put into the area, Morato clears it, but only as far... Okay, well, instantly it's 4-2. Time running out for Liverpool at the moment. We are frustrating them here at Anfield. And Van Dijk's got to look for an opening with McAllister just in front of him, coming deep to collect this one. Curtis Jones is open and available. And that's a wonderful ball, I'll be honest with you. That was an incredible ball, but an even better save from Sells. I think it says something when the keeper has conceded 2 goals in this game, but he's currently on a 7.5 rating. Like, he's made some massively important saves here. And can Callum Hudson-Odoi finish things off with a hat-trick? He's got 2 goals, a couple of assists maybe as well. He's been brought down, wins a free kick. He's doing exactly what he has to do in this situation. Highlights continuing though. Low key, are we about to get a 5th goal here? And is Callum Hudson-Odoi about to get an incredible match rating from his incredible performances here today? Hudson-Odoi's free kick. Short to Ola Aina. Bang it. Oh, it's off the post. Oh, how close was that to a 5th? We'll take a 4-2 win though. That's absolutely, away from home as well, incredible. You can't not love Football Manager when you win like that. And if you still haven't got FM26 yet, you can still get it for the cheapest place on the internet via my affiliate link with Fanatical in the description underneath those like and subscribe buttons. Use code TomFM at checkout to get an extra discount and start playing right now. Now our attention is turning back to the Europa League, where we haven't been at our best. But in Belgrade against Red Star, we finally were. Goals from Hudson-Odoi, Gibbs-White, Bakwa and a brace from Odoi saw us win 5-1 and move up to 10th in the table. But clearly the travel took it out of us. Mitoma gave Brighton the lead back in Nottingham. We fought valiantly, and we were rewarded with a goal an hour into the game to split the points. Then we travelled to Wolves, and the only goal of the game came from an unlikely source in Morato. Looking for another win, we thought it was going to be a walk in the park when we scored 2 minutes into the game against Everton. But the Toffees fought back, scoring not once, not twice, but 3 times to win 3-1 and claim all 3 points. Despite this, we're still 4th in the table, but with just 7 points between us and Leeds in 14th, a bad run of form could see us plummet. But we also have to focus on the Europa League. We've got Club Brugge up next, who have been almost perfect in the start of their Europa League campaign. I really like this Club Brugge side. I watched them in the Champions League last season against Aston Villa. In fact, I've even got their shirt, so I do quite like them. But we need this to be a win for us. A win here will take us into the top 8, and that's exactly where we want to be in the Europa League. I'm sure that went out of play there. It looked to me on the highlight like Mohamed Ali Cho dribbles it out of play. This is a video game, so it was in play. It wasn't not in play. Like, the video game is 100% correct all the time, I guess. Let's watch this back again though. You watch it here. It looks so over the line, but I'm not going to complain because Igor Jesus has given us the lead here. And really that's kind of all there was in the first half. Not really much happening outside of the goal in terms of highlights. Apparently lots of chances for both teams, but clearly none very good. We've had lots of shots on target, so I'm happy, but we need to try and convert a few more of these lads. Because if we don't, you know what's going to happen. It's going to be a ball over the top to Zolis, who's now going to beat 2 of our defenders quite comfortably. So we might have to make some changes shortly and maybe bring on the Dan Ndoye, who really needs a rest, if we're being honest. He needs to have a break from playing, but he's got 4 goals and 4 assists in all competitions so far this season, so I'd like to see what he can do. But in the meantime, we need him. We really need him now. Hudson-Odoi is exhausted, so I'm going to bring Mohamed Ali Cho onto that far side of the pitch. We are going to then bring on Dan Undoy onto this right-hand side as a winger. I think we've got to bring on as well Milenkovic at the back, just try and secure things there for us slightly. Ryan Yates is going to come on instead of Sangare as well. We need to try and push, because if we don't win this game or get a point out of this game, that the top 8 hopes just really start to drop away and it becomes ever so more difficult to get where we need to be. They're all over us. Ryan Yates into McAtee. McAtee now with players in front of him. We just can't seem to get the decisive ball through. We do in the end, and McAtee is... I've messed up my words there massively. McAtee seems a very difficult thing for me to say, apparently. But he's got the ball in the back of the net. It's 2-2. The substitutes have an impact. In fact, a very instant impact, to be fair, there as well. It was 62 minutes. I think we made the changes on 60 minutes. Murillo. Forward to Anderson. This time McAtee collects it and plays it out towards this near side. Dan Undoy off the bench finds Ryan Yates, back to Dan Undoy. Now he's got time to get past his man or use Ola Aina in support, get it back. Now he's got the time and space to just pick the ball out, and McAtee hits the post. Come on. I am commanding you boys, score a goal. And this highlight, we are going to do it. There will be a goal in this highlight, I promise you. I mean, ideally for us, it's not looking too promising right now. As Club Brugge get the ball out wide, Hugo Saquet gets it in towards the middle. Onyedika's got so much time and space, and Sells comes to our rescue again. Oh, I don't know. I think Club Brugge have maybe got our number on these tactical changes, because they are just coming forwards time after time now, and they can't get the shots on target, which is good for us. But as the snow comes down here in Nottingham, time is running out for us to get the third goal that we need. Dan Undoy, you need to do something special here. And getting past 2 players like that is pretty special. It's another good ball in towards Igor Jesus, who's tripped up. No, he's not. He shoots instead. I was sure he was about to be tripped up there. Looked like the challenge was coming in from behind, but he somehow stays on his feet, takes the shot, and gives us the lead we need. We've won 3-2. That's a massive result. And that puts us into the top 8 of the Europa League with 2 games to go. As long as we stay there, I'll be absolutely delighted. But one of those 2 games is against Wolfsburg, who are currently having a very good league phase campaign. So as we approach the halfway point of the season, things are looking pretty good for us. And the closer we get to January, the more I'm going to start looking at players to bring in to help us get over the line and try to win the Europa League this season. However, we have a tricky Christmas and New Year period coming up, and that could be make or break for our hopes this season. Win those games and we are certainly going to be in the fight for a Champions League spot and keep momentum going in the Europa League. This is a very tense point of the season and things are finally in the balance. It could all go wrong or it could all go brilliantly right. Who knows? We'll have to wait and see in the next episode.